Hello, my name is Heather Townsend and I am the writer of the Financial Times Guide to Business Networking. In today's video, I'm going to be talking about how you can follow up positively but effectively after you've been networking. I get lots of people saying to me, but I go out networking because people have told me that's the best way to gain business, but nothing ever seems to happen. All I seem to do is eat a lot of breakfasts, have a lot of cups of tea, and nothing seems to happen. I then ask them, so what do you do to follow up? And the light bulb goes on. It doesn't work having hundreds and hundreds of business cards if all they're doing is sitting in your drawer getting dusty. Now, I'm not advocating cold calling, but what I'm going to talk you through is how you can effectively follow up and gain valuable referrals, appointments and opportunities through your networking activities. So even before you go out or go onto a forum, you need to know who you want to meet. It's simple really, and I have a little model where I talk about my A-lister, my B-lister and my C-lister. So my A-lister is like that Hollywood red carpet moment. It might be George Clooney if you're female, it might be Angelina Jolie if you're male, but this is the person who in business and networking terms you want to be snuggled up to, nice and close a lot of the time. So why do you want to be snuggled up to them? Well, these are the people that have at their disposal the tools and the opportunities in the short and medium term to move you towards your business goals, or career goals for that matter. They are either a great introducer, they may be a gatekeeper to lots of people that you want to meet, or they may be a potential client. But actually you're looking more for those people who can consistently pass you a stream of referrals. It's less about looking for clients when you're networking, more about looking for people who have access to your clients and are happy to give you that access. On the other hand, your C-lister is someone you might like. They might be good fun, but in terms of helping you achieve your business or career goals, they are, shall we say, there is a slim possibility of them doing that in the short, medium or long term. For example, my next door neighbour is great, we have a great chinwag, but as she's in the fire service and I work with professionals, there's generally very little opportunity for her to be able to give me any opportunities that help me work-wise. And when you've got your A-lister and your B-lister and your C-lister, and I forgot the B-lister, your B-lister is someone that maybe has the potential to be an A-lister, but the jury's out. You know they're not a C-lister, so you don't want to spend as much time with them as the A-lister, but you do want to give them the possibility of spending some time, because they may develop into someone very useful in maybe the medium and the long term. So once you've got your A, your B and your C lister defined, you need to have different follow-up process for all three of them. Now some things are going to be the same. You're going to want to email them within 48 hours of meeting them, saying that it was lovely to meet. Everyone you should say, as a minimum, if there's anything I can help you with, please just give me a shout. You need to ask them, would you like to be added to my mailing list? Here are some back copies of my newsletter. You might find them interesting. And this is one of my personal bugbears. When someone hands you their business card, they're giving permission to be contacted. They are not giving permission to be marketed to. I really, really hate it when maybe a month, 2 months, it depends how quickly they get the details into the system. I've met someone and the next thing I receive is something on their mailing list. It's key this, it damages your credibility, it breaks trust, and it's very, very dangerous so early into a relationship to do something wrong. So please, please, please get out of the habit of signing up every business card that you receive to your mailing list. Remember, you're not selling, you're going to make and build relationships. Now I actually have different email templates defined for my A-lister, my B-lister, my C-lister. My A-lister, my aim is to sort of quickly move the relationship onto a one-to-one basis so that we are developing trust and getting to know each other quickly. For that, I always try and have a meeting afterwards, a one-to-one. Sometimes it's not possible to do it face-to-face, and very often I'm evaluating how useful this relationship is going to be to me. For that reason, I'll very often ask for a phone call first, and then I'll move to a face-to-face meeting. I put all the details I get when I'm networking into my CRM system. I personally use Capsule CRM, but Outlook, a simple spreadsheet will do just as well. And make sure that you tag the person in the system. So are they an A-lister, a B-lister, a C-lister? Do tag where you met them, particularly if you want to evaluate, how effective a certain event or group is. Do tag which segment, I want to meet professionals. So for me, I tag if they're an accountant, a lawyer, a consultant. You will have got your own tags, but if you were to do a search on your database of contacts, what would you want to know? And put a tag for that so you can search on that tag. Now, it's very important when you follow up that you don't sell. I'll repeat that, you don't sell. You're there to build up relationships. At this early stage, you're there to go through the know, the like, and the trust. You have to get through trust before somebody is going to be happy to let you sell to them. This is a key point that I want to make. The follow-up is not a one-shot process. Yes, of course, you need to do that after the event. It's good manners to say it was great to meet you. But if you want to be generating referrals, appointments, opportunities, then follow-up is more than a one-stop shop. It isn't about the one email, because actually relationships need to develop over time. For that reason, I always recommend that you connect with them on social media, LinkedIn, Twitter. Now for me, Facebook is far more of a personal mechanism, and I'll only connect with someone on Facebook when I've really got to know them and they're already in my inner circle or somebody that I've met personally, and that I'm happy to let them know what's going on within my family life. When you are following up with them, always try to give something of value, whether that's an introduction to someone you promised to do, whether it's an interesting article, but try not and just have the "it's great to meet you, hi and bye" type email. So let me recap on what I've been saying. First and foremost, you need to know who is the right person to follow up with. So you have to have your A-lister, your B-lister and your C-lister defined in your mind, and have a standard process that you use for each of those three different people. Do put the contact details into your CRM system. Do tag and segment them so that you can use the results and you can analyse and measure how effective your networking is being by place that you're meeting them or by type of person. Have standard email templates. Try and give something back to them, be it an article they might find interesting, an introduction, or something from the conversation that will show that you've been listening and have the personal touch. Do ask permission to receive your newsletter. So in the email, give links to lots of back copies so they can make the decision. Aim to connect with them on social media, because you need a process to be able to go from that first meeting that will automatically start developing the relationship with minimal input from you. Because if you're handling about 500, 600 people in your network, it's difficult to devote the time initially until you really know which relationships are the ones that are going to yield the rate of return. My name is Heather Townsend, and I am the Financial Times Guide to Business Networking's author.